The Sharp Tank. No jumper. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And today I got my co-host with me, Bricc Baby, in the building. Don't be late.
Don't see late.
And we got one of the realest of the realest, man. One of my favorites, actually, that I got to see on Baddies and, watching how she move. We got Stunna Girl in the building today. How you doing today, baby?
You know what the going on.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. What about y'all?
I'm feeling great. I'm happy to actually have you here because I was supposed to do an interview with you a while back. Some things that came up. I said, damn, I'm probably not going to get this interview because you was one of the ones I wanted to get in here out of all of the ones that were on the Baddies show. So I'm happy to actually have you here now to sit down, chop it up, engage with your viewers and ours. You know what I'm saying? And let's have us a decent conversation.
For sure.
You did? How long y'all just flew in town? Y'all just got out here?
Yep.
Or y'all live out here?
We got 2 spots, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
They get like that.
They get like that. No, I do. I just didn't know if y'all had to fly here. If y'all had to come in and, y'all just got out here,
No, we was already outside.
Who is this young man that you brought on?
My husband. Young Rich Moolah.
Yeah, all right.
Young Rich Moolah, man.
One of my personal playing partners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. How everybody doing today? Everybody good, man? We in good spirits?
Yep.
Okay. Only reason I ask about, did y'all just get out here? Because I like to know his experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, was it a trouble getting out here and run into any hiccups? You know what I'm saying? Flight got delayed, whatever,
drive,
drive. Bust a tire, People be wanting to know that.
Nah, I'm just fashionably here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of us.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. So where are you originally from? If you tell the viewers where you from.
I'm from Sacramento, Oak Park to be exact. 916.
Yeah, Sacktown. Hey, I ain't mad at that, for real. How was your upbringing, baby, before music and all this, man? How was it for you?
I just come from, I don't know how to put it. You see, my daddy was a drug dealer. My mama was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Gang life.
Yeah.
All that type.
Right.
What part of Sacramento is Oak Park? Like, is that, because you know how, like, we got South Central, we got the East Side, we got Watts, we got, so.
It's like the middle. It's like the middle of Sacramento.
Yeah, I know that.
And it's like a small neighborhood. So, like, everybody we got problems with is, like, all on every side. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's live right there. So, you growing up out there, like you said, gang life, like that, this has always been a part of you.
For sure.
Say you went to YA.
Yeah, I went there I got sentenced for 4 years, and I did 3. So
Made you do 3 out the 4. First bid, that was your first bid, like ever having to like really go to jail?
No, I think my first time I went to jail, I was like 12 or 11. I don't know.
That's what I say. I think.
Well, I was just
13.
saying, like, when you went to jail, like, was that like was that your longest
the first
stay?
time, for sure. But before that, like, I had did like 6 months and like, them type of months. It was like out of 6, and then it went.
What you keep bumping your head against the wall for? Like, what was your cases about?
My cases were really just because, like, I had I was in the streets and I'm taking care of myself. So the one that I went down for all those years was a robbery. And I had a gun charge and a fake ID. So they was basically just tired of seeing me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Nobody got shot.
Felt like you was habitual, like, this shit.
Like, I keep seeing this little bitch in here. The judge already knew me by name, you feel me? So when I came back to the court, they was like, you.
Yeah, we tired of you.
Tired of your ass. And I was already a delinquent. So basically, I was a ward of the state, of the court, not the state, the court.
Yeah, ward of the court.
Yeah, so
you was in placement and all that. Yeah, that's just, they get tired of you because it'd be like camp term, they get you short. And
I wasn't staying in no group homes. Like, the only group home, like, I stayed in probably was when I went to foster care when I was, like, 12.
So what, you just used to AWOL as soon as you get there?
Yeah, I would be gone. You
just did.
Yeah, because, my first charge, they immediately put me in a group home. I didn't even get a chance to be like, like, do I got some family members, somebody that could come get me? They just like immediately put me.
That's what I was about to ask. Like, while this was going on, were your parents getting locked up too? Was it like just something that was going on in the household at the time?
Yeah, everybody was pretty much in jail, and then like my family is pretty much just me, my brothers, and my sisters. You feel me?
So you saying it's probably hard for your mama and daddy to show up to court when they had a court
nobody
date that
showed up
morning
to
probably
court.
too.
Yeah, nobody showed up to court, so that was a big thing for me. Like when I caught the 4 years, I look back, it ain't nobody in court, and then it's like my grandma, she's like, I'ma come, but my grandma, she strung out on drugs, so it's only far as she gonna go. You feel me?
Right. Somebody got to bring.
So you saying you always had to face the music pretty much on your own?
Pretty much, yeah.
Man, what's up? 4 years. How old was you when you had to go sit down for the 4 years?
I was 13.
Yeah.
You know some popular Crips that was in there?
He's funny.
I think I ran across Stunna first.
No, we was for sure locked up together.
As kids.
And I was in there fighting a lot. Like when I got there, it was
Right.
automatic like war. Like it was different going from juvenile hall to basically the prison. You know?
The crazy part is I didn't even know that was you till I was with our homeboy from Lanes, Baby Braves.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's she rapping there." Ooh, I'm like, no, because I had just got hip to you right before I went to jail, kicking it with Miles and all them.
Right.
So then I went to jail. Then he put like a face with the name. I'm like, never. I'm like, that shit crazy. You know what I mean? But
Because you gotta
Small
think
world.
I was a little girl, like y'all was older.
Way
even,
older.
even him. He
Yeah,
was
that's what I
already
said.
like everybody was already in their dubs. I was 13 coming in there.
burnt
You
out,
know,
though.
the females on my unit, 20, 22, and I wasn't going. Like, you couldn't tell me what to do or how to program. I wasn't even a programmer. Like, I just was bad as fuck. So one little thing would
Instagram.
just set me off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was fighting everybody. Then, you know, we locked up with the dudes in there too. So I was everybody's little homegirl. They f***ed with that because I basically ran my unit. So they sending me kites. I'm getting anything, you know,
Everything.
for sure.
So you was locked up. So they had y'all in the building, man, where there was niggas over there too.
Yep.
No, not in the building, nigga.
Not in the building, but
Well,
just in that same vicinity.
You could program together to a certain extent.
Basically, like how this building is right here. You go outside, it's another building right there, We got to walk down the runway. We see each other going to the field. They out on the gates. They could throw stuff over. We passing them by, walking.
Infirmary.
That's how I fought a boy in there. I was the only girl to like go out of bounds and fight a boy because he was dissing me. Yeah, he came from SAC, and he kept dissing me, and I just wasn't fucking with it. I was already like, I'm hella angry in here, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ran out of bounds and fought him. And then they wanted to kick me out the jail because they was like, that's not supposed to happen. Like, you know, girls and dudes ain't supposed to be in a jail to where y'all could be fighting and shit, you know?
Yeah. So they let you out, when you was about 18? 17,
17. Yeah.
What was going on then when you got out? Family members waiting on you? Did you go back home?
So
What
when I got out, I got released because my grandma was the only one. You know, like I said, my family is a small family.
Yeah.
My dad's side of the family wasn't there for me, so all I got is my brothers and sisters and my grandma.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm thinking my grandma changed and stuff. So when I was getting out of jail, I'm all like, you know, everything's gonna be different.
About to go home.
Yeah, like I'm all happy, getting my
straight
shit.
up.
Everything quick.
Straight up, I'm going on.
So when I get out, I go to her house and she's just the same exact person. And she literally kicks me out within hours. So all I had to my name is my book bag, my jail clothes. I don't even got a fucking toothbrush. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, when I was getting out of jail, I was like, maybe I should get a job or something, like, and then that just all went down the drain. So basically I was back in the streets within hours. Like, I had to go hit
Figure it
stores
out.
and get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, get
Hell,
back
you needed
outside.
a toothbrush.
Yeah, I needed everything.
Yeah, like, man, you hell
Like,
yeah,
I didn't
you about
even
to hit
come
a
home
stove.
to a fucking toothbrush. Like, this shit crazy.
So what? She didn't have so when you came home, grandmama didn't have nowhere to go either, or she had a spot, she just wasn't.
She had a spot, but she was like super gone off drugs. Like, she was the type of person growing up, like, she would pick at my skin and be like, oh, you got bugs and weird shit. So, like, when I came home, I'm thinking, like,
she was
she
on it.
changed. She's telling me she see shit I don't see. You feel me? Like, and if you didn't agree with her, she'd be just tripping. Like, say she'd be like, oh, it's a rat right there. And you'd be like, no, the there ain't. She's going to be, tripping. So I'm like, I can't be around this shit. I'm fresh out. You feel me? I just did hella years. So I had to, it was
Stunna
so
Girl,
good.
you feel like that was your piece of support? Like you was looking forward to getting out, like going to grandma's house? She feel like she's more of a mama to you than anything?
I don't even feel like she definitely wasn't more of a mama to me. She's always been destructive. Like I just felt like that was just like the only person I had
that you could land with.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
like,
the only person.
That's the only person I know and I got that I could talk to. So
Right.
like, you know.
Yeah, that shit
Because it
crazy.
seemed like you don't talk to a lot of people
No, I don't.
at all.
No.
So for me to hear you say, like, you know, grandmama, you felt like that was a piece of your comfort zone that was pretty much ripped away from you when you went home. That's got to be up. Hell yeah, I'm back out in the street in hours too.
Your whole life you've been trying to figure it out until you start getting some money legally. So you probably ain't never had time to be a kid and really talk to people and be friendly. Like she come from out one of the craziest YAs ever.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so now it's like, oh, I'm back on the street and I gotta figure it out. So I already been programming with people not my friend, you know?
Yep. Oh God.
I see it. That shit crazy. So what did you like? That's like a police question. Cause I was about to say, what was your first move after that to go put some dollars in your pocket?
I mean, she ain't doing none of it no more.
Nah, I'm not.
It's
I'm
over
not
with.
Yeah, but it's still just.
She's
I
like-
didn't even want to speak on that, but rest in peace to my big brother, because he came and got me, and we figured it out on mamas.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I didn't even really want to.
So after all of that, was you even with music coming up? Like even when they was trying to put you in group homes and shit like that, was it ever one time dawn on you like, I'm running to a studio? Anybody want to, you know what I'm saying? Was you hanging out in studios?
So my stepdad, he was a rapper,
Okay.
and he showed me how to record when I was 8.
Okay.
So it always stuck with me. Like he used to bring the studio, like he's had a studio in his closet, and like everybody and their mama from his hood would be over recording. And I always I was singing before that. Like my mom used to be like, sing, like make me sing for the family, you know? So when I figured out how to rap, I was like, oh, this is my lane, because I'm 8 years old knowing this. So I'm like, I could talk shit, you know? So when I was about 12, I was already hella viral on Facebook in my city because I was like the youngest bitch getting money. So when I posted a video rapping, I was like beating on my chest rapping, like, and everybody was like calling me like, oh my God, like that shit hard, like go to the studio. But I'm hella young. I don't know about no studio. I'm just making videos on Facebook. So as I was in jail, I like perfected my craft. Like I used to be rapping for the tier, and like when I would be on like 60-day lockdown, I would just be rapping to myself to get myself through the time. They wouldn't give me no notebook. It would just be me in there with like a styrofoam tray, and I would have to like 24 hours, how am I gonna kill it? So I would be sitting there making like raps to myself. Like I had my intro down before I even got out of jail. Like I told my friends in jail, I'm like, I'm finna come on the songs like, hey, Stunna Girl. So I made that up. When I got out, I just continued from where I left off. I start posting videos on Facebook, just rapping on instrumentals. And then they was doing so much numbers, but everybody in my city was like hating. They wouldn't tell me where's the studio at, or like how it is out there. They want you to be under somebody to be rapping or doing whatever. I'm the type of person, I'm my own person, you feel me? So
Where
I'm
we
like,
come from, it's like
I'ma
that.
figure
Like,
it out.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out. Or my mama.
So eventually I figured it out, and when I made my first song and I posted it, it did numbers. It did like 10K in a day. That was numbers to me, you know?
Yeah.
From my first song.
Hell yeah.
After that, I just started dropping, and it was a rap.
There's
Like-
a lot of niggas paying 10K for a video and getting 3,000 views. So
Yep. So I didn't have no alley-oop or nobody telling me like, oh, let me take my little sis to the studio, or I didn't have none of that. Like I really figured all that shit out by myself. Like
So when did you break to like the public? Like when did people start knowing? Do you feel like it was your first song, or what song like made Stunna Girl? Like
I feel like when I dropped Let It Drip, because it wasn't no bitch talking like me, you feel me? Like in that song, when I first came out, that song was a diss song, but I wasn't dissing people. People that was rapping was dissing me. So my first couple songs when I was out, I wasn't like, I was just trying to rap, you know? In that song, I start touching on like shit that was going on in my life, and, you know, politicking, you know, just touching on every subject. So when that song dropped and like people heard it, bitches and niggas, they was like, whoa, she talking crazy. You gotta think, at a time when I dropped that song and then I dropped On the Record right after that, bitches was just talking about like taking bitches niggas and like kid ass shit, you feel me?
You're not on the Lil Kim rap type of movement.
Yeah, they was just talking
I get
about
what you saying.
little girl shit. I'll take your nigga, woo woo woo.
Yeah.
I'm over here like sliding on drop, this and that.
Yeah.
Getting money like this. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out, everybody was just like, whoa. Took off in the Bay immediately. Like I was getting overly booked and it was just boom, I left. I went to Detroit, went to New York, and I just left to LA and then I just started making my mark.
Let's back up to Detroit. What was that experience like going down there with them around in the D?
When I went out there, like I really had a rap. So I get off the plane and like I go to a studio and it's like freaking like 50 people in the studio with like a microphone and then just like a MacBook computer. So they like, oh yeah, hey Stunnagirl, come on, get on this song. So I had to stand in the middle and rap in front of like 50 people and not be scared. You know what I'm saying? So that just turned me more into a beast. So I'm just up there like,
that be them
standing up with everybody in Detroit.
You know, so yeah, you pretty much saying like,
them be them sessions. You gotta rap.
You pretty much saying that all the type of like you had to do it around niggas.
Yep.
Like you had to compete with them.
Basically.
So you bitches ain't shit. Like that shit easy. You know what I'm saying? Compete with 50 niggas in the room.
Yep.
And have to try to drop the hardest bars.
Exactly. And then it just went crazy because they told me like no other females came out here and actually wrote their own shit. But mine was different because I was doing punch-ins, you feel me?
Yeah.
So not only am I writing my own shit, but I'm getting on the mic. Freestyling right alongside you, mother.
Well, you was doing it with a styrofoam tray on YA.
Okay,
you know?
see, they don't know that. They don't know that.
You know? I'm just listening because I'm intrigued by her story. I've been waiting to like listen to this because nobody ever asked you about none of this, about your life and why you are the way that you are. Maybe I feel like you telling this will help the viewer or people who will with you in the future understand you better.
Exactly.
Of why you may be the way that you are. Mm-hmm. So you went to Detroit. You in Detroit. Hell, you competing with 50 niggas. But shit, you been competing with niggas all your life. Sound like to me. It ain't even been really the bitches. You feel like, man, shit, the niggas the ones that got what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to them the niggas I'm competing with. Shit. Oh, you bitches want cell phones and you just your hair done, bitch. I'm trying to have a full-blown bag.
How did you even get introduced to the game? Like I know you grew up right there, but like what made them say like, all right, you can kick it? Like, you know what I mean? How you get like the street status to even be able to slide and go across the world and stand on your gangsterism?
I feel like, I don't know, just starting young, I was always a fighter. And my brother, he would skip over because I got 7 brothers and sisters all together. My brother, rest in peace, though. He would skip over all the kids and come to me for, like, everything. Like, come fight this bitch, come do this. Because he was in high school, you know? And I was already, like, a rowdy-ass kid. Like, I was super, super smart. I got A pluses in school. Yeah, but I was bad as like, I just feel like probably just from where I came from, like my household. I don't know, but I would just always like on go, you know? People couldn't bully me.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah, like in elementary, girls would just try to bully me because I had long hair. I wasn't going. I'll be fighting the whole.
7 siblings in the house. There's no way we getting along every day. 7 kids on the same page is too much like right.
Nigga, hey, listen to me. I done fought a cousin of mine. Nigga come out the shower, he in a towel. He must have said something to me. We in like 6th grade. He must have said something to me. I just take off on him. He drop his towel, nigga. He take it off on me, nigga. That was the only time I ever fought a butt-naked man in my life, church.
Yeah, shit.
My cousin coming out the shower.
Robe on the way to showers.
His nigga was talking breezy, though, bro. I had to take off on him.
I didn't fuck a nigga in the towel before.
It's early in the morning, nigga. Like, nigga, hold up. Nigga, we ain't doing this one this morning. So I can see her. Hell yeah, she done got down with her. You ever fought your siblings?
Hell yeah. My mom had a like trampoline, and she used to make all my cousins come over, and she used to let me f them up with one hand. Every time they do something, yeah, come on, y'all, let's have a barbecue. She'd be like, that bitch up, do that. So we.
You know, I don't even see that. I don't even see that at family functions no more. I used to see that like things used to get caught. They would bring out gloves at the end of the night. Everybody done drank, fireworks, shit is over with. Now you got, nigga, I done seen my homegirl from my neighborhood, nigga, squab her daughter.
Oh, God.
Gloves. Nigga, her daughter was like 19. She like, you been talking shit all year. Psh, nigga, put the gloves on. and got him up right in the front yard.
Yeah.
Facts.
Miss that shit.
That's that real. That's that real Caddy
people,
shit.
Yeah, but people don't even go to like family fun. Like family functions don't even really happen
Carlo
like
Rossi.
that. Yeah, it's like it's forced.
Yep, that shit don't be going on. And my mom always was like, she wouldn't. If I ever even told, like, came home from school and was like, oh, some girl said something to me, and she'll be like, what? What you did do what? You know what I'm saying? So it was already like on go. And then I feel like after that, you know, I was born in my hood, so I was already around everybody. And
You're
they
a product of it.
Yeah, pretty
that's
much
why I'm like,
product of my
You're a
product of my
product of
ghetto.
Earth turf birth. That's what we call it, Earth turf birth. Like when
sure.
you just day one right there, and you have nowhere else. Like, but the females, you still get a pass. So that's why I'm like, you know, I'm a part of the culture. So it's like for us to accept the female, she really got to be dog and shit and doing all that. So you know what I mean? That's why.
No,
I'm like,
that's
where
real
you
shit.
get your introduction.
Why you think I don't with every bitch that come up over here? I don't with every bitch because I can smell it on them. Like the ones that ain't really with it, ain't never really been through nothing because we got real ones that have, homie. And she ain't really glorifying that shit, my nigga. She's like, yeah, I went through that shit. Most bitches come here, yeah, I went through that shit. Yeah, I did it. Like it's not nothing to glorify, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like you even saying, you was like, damn, I got good grades. It's just I couldn't get out the mix.
Right.
I'm going home to it every day.
Facts.
I can come up here and get straight A's every day, but guess what I'm about to deal with? No type of homework when I get home. I gotta deal with
Facts.
some other shit, my nigga.
They
We
gotta deal
home.
with real life. I had
Real
good
life.
grades. I was on the honor roll and all that. And it's nigga when you at home, like that shit that go on.
Tell me some more, cause I'm interested. Like I never heard you open up like to tell like who you are. So like I
Right.
feel like I've watched everything on you and you've never talked about it. Like your upbringing.
It's a good one.
What?
What's your name from Oak Park? What
Stunna
name
Girl.
they gave you? They gave you Stunna Girl at
Stunna
12?
Girl, yeah, because originally there was Stunna Gang, and before like there was like Mozzie and like all that stuff, everybody's name had Stunna in it.
Yeah.
So when I got out of jail,
It's like
everybody had their name
generation.
changed. It was like Mozzie something now. Everybody that was
Oh, the Stunna
Stunna
clique.
this was now they're Mozzie this, but I just didn't like. I just stayed who
Yeah,
I
it's
am
still
type
Stunna.
shit. I
That's
didn't get out and follow the wave type shit. For sure.
That's
Shout out to
crazy.
my big bro though. He did. He one of the legends out of my city besides me.
Yeah.
The one rest in peace.
Huh?
The one rest in peace.
And I was talking about Mozzie.
Oh yeah.
Now
It's
my brother a
crazy
legend for
because-
sure. My big brother, yeah.
It's crazy
What's his
because
name?
Ryu, Red Money.
Man.
Yep.
Shout out
it's
Red
crazy
Money,
because
man.
Mozzie, niggas don't even know that's the name of the clique. Like he came out Mozzie member, and
He-
everybody just was like,
I
he
think
didn't
he
have a
changed
rap
his name to
yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
then
Cause
they
the
try to
whole
make it
internet
more of a
was
game.
calling the Mozzie because Mozzie
Yeah.
member, it was just short. Like we was calling the Mozzie. Then you see like Mozzie and all that. Like at first it looked as everybody was just putting his name and all of that. Then when it came out, like you just said,
I feel
it's
like
a
he don't feel like it's a clique.
Everybody's a Mozzie.
I don't feel like it's a clique either. It's more I think that's Tail Gang. His name is Mozzie, so I think everybody else just followed that, like him changing his name to that. But Mozzie's
That's
not
your
a
bro-
gang though. Mozzie's not a gang.
Oh, it's not.
That's your
No.
brother?
So
Huh?
everything.
That's your brother?
Yeah, he my big bro. For sure.
With him. No, first time I ever met Mozzie was I think I want to say over a year ago. He had came to the old studio and he was like, man, Sharp, I watch all your shit, man. I with you. For some reason, I've always been connected with the Bay Area. Man, them's all my people. I ain't never had no
why?
shite, no, for real. Yeah, but
Sharp is
like them been
nice,
all my
man.
people, like K Red and all them, man. Rest in peace. I was out in Richmond when we buried him. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
flew out there, to, you know what I'm saying, to Oakland, my nigga. Went and buried that man, you know what I'm saying? But every time I go through there, it's nothing but love, especially for the pimp and everybody moving out the way. Hold up. Sharp just pulled up, my nigga. Like, I love the Bay for that, and I love the culture and how much really get down out there. So I understand your heritage. That's why, like me even asking you these questions, like figuring out your upbringing. Like, your ass came up like a nigga. You came up like a fucking man, and
And
it's
I'm
crazy.
still girly girl, like
And you still really to be able to
Always.
keep that though, without nobody really showing you to keep it. I
Right.
do commend you for that, and I respect that.
Was you and
for sure.
your husband? So when you was in the field and all that, like was y'all childhood homeboys, or homies.
Because she's like
you a nigga. You like
so
a
Stop
nigga.
saying it. I gotta stop right here.
we know how you move, so it's like
He's talking about
I love
y'all.
her,
I came
bro.
home.
I love her,
We throw the 420 in it. It
Yeah,
ain't
for
nothing but gang in here. This little motherfucker come in. I'm like,
sure.
man, what the? But yeah, like when y'all was younger, y'all childhood friends. Like, how did y'all come together? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So basically, we basically been friends for over 10 years. Like, you know, my whole hood used to just go link up with him and be posting him. He had a big ass house in Vegas and shit. Niggas wasn't having that type of shit, so he was already interlocked with, like, you know, people around me. That's how we met. And then, you know, he was the youngest nigga getting money. I was the youngest bitch getting money, so it was bound to happen.
Yeah, man. So you from Sac or up there?
So,
Where you come from?
I'm from North Oakland, 53rd Street, Martin Luther King, dead end to be exact though. But you feel me? I got
to the
heavy.
north. I used to be on 65th and San Pablo.
Yeah, I got heavy affiliate blood ties in Fruitown, Bompton. So I've been back and forth my whole life. You feel me?
Yeah,
Oakland,
I mean, it's California.
LA.
I mean, we got Bay Area cousins. We got,
know
you know
how
what I mean?
it is.
It's
Yeah.
like that. Because, like I said, I was up in Sac when I was 17.
For sure.
Like, my people was at Sac State, but we had other right there. I was at East Sac. I knew about Oak Park and some other stuff in the Thomas called the Comet. What is it called? What was they called in the Thomas? What's them?
What?
Up-
Natomas
up-
is the
But it's a gang up that way.
What? Really?
It's a blood gang. What's the blood gang?
Another. If they better not
something.
be no goddamn Natomas Bloods.
No. It's no. You know I ain't from out there, but it's
Them
up
was
that
the big
way. It's
houses.
Upland. Is it an Upland blood gang? Up something Bloods?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. See, what are the hoods around?
I didn't really want to bring up no.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Nah. I just the Highlands maybe.
Oh yeah, that's in the north.
Exactly. That's all. That's exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, I got affiliates from up there too. But so, how did this rap career? How did you link with the Baddies and turn into a reality star?
before she even get there, like I just want you to know, your music for real. Like your music, I listen to your music. You ain't the average chick moving with it. Hell, I would have loved to manage you. I was trying to catch up with you months ago. Said, damn, she's moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you been rapping, and to find out how you started and where you came from, maybe that story can't never be ignored. You know what I'm saying? Because
For
it was
sure.
pure. It wasn't something that you even saw the next person doing and say, I can do that. You said, I was beating on a styrofoam tray, just trying to make this 24 hours go by.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I can get the fuck up out of here and get moving. I really do commend you for that, for your music and how you move, and I really do believe that you gonna blow. It's different for you because you actually did start in the space of f***ing with niggas, like around niggas, like you're competing with them. You're not trying to f*** with niggas, you're trying to compete with the niggas.
Yeah, my business.
And to
For sure.
still keep, you know, your feminine side to yourself. How'd you do that? Like, how'd you keep, like, you know, to be able to be around niggas, be respected as one, but still keep your feminine side to yourself and, like, let them know, hey, I'm still a girl.
I feel like just because my mama was the original hot girl, she was about all that, toting guns, all that, but she wore her dress and her heels and acted like a lady, you know? So I always was into makeup and hair and different styles and doing all that. So I really never let none of that, like, you know, the shit I was doing be like, oh, I gotta macho up, you know?
What?
That was never.
No, go ahead. I was about to say, where's your mom now?
She lives in North Carolina. She changed her life. She's got a job now and doing
Going to
good.
church and shit.
Yeah.
How's your relationship?
It be good, and then, you know, like we used to be really bad, but as I got older, like when I got out of jail, I was really mad at her because
I was just
I never
gonna get
got
to that.
a phone. I never got like a visit. I never got money on my books. I didn't even get to talk to my little sisters. That's why when people be like doing shit and I could cut them off like this, it'd be like I had to like block, like act like my little sisters didn't exist. You know,
That
my
hurts.
babies. You know,
That fucking hurts.
so.
That hurts. I already know. And you holding it up for us right now. Just like, man, that shit hurt me. Nigga, I'm a female. Like,
Exactly.
that
Was
shit fucking hurts.
Was
for
they
real.
holding you being like your troubled childhood against you? Like oh, you f***ing up, I ain't f***ing with you type shit?
So I got some like understanding with my mom recently, and she was just like, well, you gotta see where I was coming from. Like, you was doing outrageous shit, and we out here, you don't know what we going through. We came out here and had to start from scratch. I didn't have nothing when I came out here.
Did you ever tell a Stunna Girl like, Mom, I was a product of my environment?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
I just felt like everybody left me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even got your number to call y'all. You feel me? Or when I'm calling this, oh, you can't talk to your little brothers and sisters. You can't, because you doing this and you doing that. They just really thought I really feel like everybody just thought I wasn't going to be shit, or like I was just always going to be in jail. And yeah, they basically did. That's what I felt like. Like,
my mom was the brick lady too. My mom, but see, she used to go OT. Like, it's complete opposite. Like, as much as they could, like, my parents, they'd have me with them, and then I'd be at my granny house, and that's where all the boys, like how you said, all of us over there. It's my aunties that sold drugs. It's
right.
my aunties that ain't got it like that, or if they working all day. All the grandbabies is over there. It's like 10 of us staying in a 2-bedroom house. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she can't keep track of all of us. I start driving her car at 12. Like, it's just, you're a product of your environment. It don't matter how much money that we have, like, but they always made it to, like, as soon as they get in town, they come get it. So that's why I'm like, damn, they was selling drugs.
Sometimes.
They come from the streets, so they don't understand. I mean, they supposed to understand what you going through in your troubled past, because they come from this shit.
I really just feel like with my mom, she didn't want me to be like her. So when she see me start being like her, she just was like, hell nah. And you know,
she had to kind of go through the motions to get to where she's at and to have change in her life. So she got to remember that she once was you, or some type of, you know what I'm saying, product of that environment. So she got to know, like, hey, if it helped her, it can help you. Sometimes I sit back and I've always said, like, damn, what would my life be if I did have everything and I was fed a silver spoon?
Exactly.
Or, you know, I was able to go to college. Would I be better off, or would I have been worse? So I feel like I'm better off now, because without all those trials and tribulations that I went through, who the f would I be, Stunna Girl?
Exactly.
I wouldn't know. That's a person that I'm scared to know.
That's exactly how I feel. I wouldn't have nothing to talk about. I wouldn't have, you know, my story to tell for other young girls looking up to me. Because even with my mama, I watched her hustled every type of way to raise us. Yeah. So that's why I'm such a hustler. She was doing everything without a job, without government assistance, for 7 kids. And let us know she was doing it for us when she would go do it. And yeah, so watching her do that made me like...
Your grandmama or your mama?
My mom.
Your mama.
That really made me have that hustle in me. I knew how to, like, when I was going to elementary, I was like in school, like, I'm smarter than all of y'all. I'll be looking at these motherfuckers.
Where
like,
was she during...
I already know the game.
Hey.
I know how to do this and that.
Where was she during your stays? When you was going to jail, was she not f***ing with you? Was she...
The first part, she was fighting her own case. So then she went to jail, but then she got out. And when she got out, I was already, like, lost in the system. Like, when she got out and figured out I went to jail, like, the first time I went to jail, she had left me with my aunt. She ended up beating my aunt ass, like, how the f*** you let my daughter go to f***ing foster care? So... when she came to see me in the group homes, I was tatted up. I'm 12 years old. I got like 7 tattoos. My mom was looking at me crying like, what the f***? Like, what went wrong? Like, everything
already.
She went to jail only for probably like 6 months probably. So she was like, what the f*** happened in 6 months? Like, my daughter is out of f***ing control, you know?
It can happen in 6 days.
But you got to think, what I'm witnessing in the household, I already know everything, you know?
Yeah,
we already doing everything.
Before
so
your
like,
ass went to jail.
They act like we don't got eyes.
Like, y'all used to have us hold y'all drugs and shit when y'all would go bust
like, what
knives.
are you talking about? Like, you cannot hide shit from a kid. We in every closet. We're everywhere. So it's like, you're not
especially
hiding
when you leaving us at home a lot by ourselves.
I think my mom kept it too real with us. We was talking about that the other day. She just, I was just trying to put y'all up on game and not like, so y'all wasn't just out there. You feel me? But
I got sent back from Detroit. I was living in Detroit with my mom while she was hustling, and she had like $3 million downstairs in the basement. Me and my sisters, we was playing hide and go seek, and we found the money and ripped everything. Not ripped it, but we throwing it in the air. We playing dice with the shit. We f***ed up. She said it took her a day and a half. What ass whoop?
Bad.
I got drugs. What are you talking ass whoop, nigga?
You did your motherfucking ass whoop. Imagine that today. I'm going downstairs and playing in $3 million. ripping it up.
Bro.
Because y'all
you get your ass
did. You told the motherfucking truth.
Look.
Somebody getting their ass whooped.
Listen,
God.
she said it took her 3 days to count the money in the first place because she out there by herself. You get what I'm saying? Then we was playing with the neighbor's kids, and he's supposed to be a robber. So now, if they go back and tell her, we went straight to a hotel. We was living at a hotel for like a month. I got sent back to LA. It was a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap for
Get
you.
up out of here.
That's
Hell yeah,
all
you
of
go
us,
back.
we all got sent back to LA.
What'd you say?
That's
Stunna
crazy
Girl.
though, because even if like when I become a mom, I'm not just gonna send my kid off.
No,
Like-
Nah.
she hustled.
Should be
We had a
crazy.
house.
I feel you, I feel
We had a house in LA. We had a nanny, a full-time nanny. We was just out there with her because she was planning on being out there for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once we start doing that while she was hustling, I would have sent my kids back too. Like, wait, y'all I
Get that? Like I'm
you know what
busting a play
saying?
right
yeah,
now.
like I fucked up. I wasn't supposed to have them right here. You know what I'm saying? At the trap. But yeah.
So, because like I said, your story dope. Like just to know like some of your background and where you come from. How did you even get, now I want to move on to the next segment where I ask you like about the baddie situation. Like how did you even get into like TV?
Okay, so I always wanted to do like acting or some type of like TV. So I heard, well, no, people was sending me it. They're like, there's this show and they're coming to the West Coast. I had never watched the show, nothing. So when I looked at it, I went to go like start looking at clips on YouTube. I'm like, all right, maybe this would like be a stepping stone to get my foot in the door to do some like, some TV shit.
Show them I can be around bitches. I can be a girl.
It
I
might
feel
go
your
as far
movement.
as me starting to act because that's what I want to do. I want to get into movies. So I'm like, but like as I got on there, I went to the auditions. They already knew who I was, so I was in VIP. And then after that, I just really felt like it was a setup. Like seriously, because when I went up there to go, I was in the VIP room with like everybody I had ended up fighting. So that was already kind of weird.
Felt like you was in YA all over again.
Yeah, like I went up there. I'm like, I was just with you bitches in the back
makes
room. Y'all was
sense
all
now.
up in my face. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Da, da, da.
They fighting for play, baby.
Then when I got up
They was
there,
fighting for play.
it basically was like I have to do the audition because you have to explain.
to.
It won't make sense if I just pop up on the show. I've never done TV before.
Yeah.
So I don't got a character from like
Another
Oxygen
shit,
or
yeah.
like another branch, you feel me? Like this is my first time doing TV. So I had to do the audition too. But when I went to do the audition, and it was like one judge bitch was up there that this bitch used to be my fucking background dancer. The other bitch, I seen this bitch in the back. She was being hella cool. But when I went up on the microphone, they thought I was like finna explain myself to them. And that's where shit went left. Like, you know how I come and I be like, you know what the fuck going on? We don't know what the fuck going on. I'm like, from that moment on, it was already like, y'all bitches got me fucked up. Like, y'all hoes, y'all hoes and Kelly. First off,
First the
First off,
it's not
you
where you're
bitches-
from, it's where you at.
y'all bitches is in
Off
Kelly.
the
Put some
dribble.
respect on it.
Off the
God.
dribble. I done said that many times before. Hey, man, I ain't going to nobody's backyard and expecting to really, like, be that boss man because I'm already knowing somebody over here been doing that shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's not where you from, it's where you at, man, at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying?
Like the fans couldn't even believe I was there. Like when I was walking up and everybody started seeing me in the line, they like, Stunna Girl. Like, what the bitch, what did you doing here?
Yeah, like what you
I
finna do?
didn't stand in line when I was walking through though.
all right.
They was like, Stunna Girl here? Like, y'all motherfuckers better be happy I'm even here. How I
Yeah.
feel. You feel
You
me?
hear me?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like they didn't really understand you from that first segment when they was trying to pass out them little pink slips or whatever cards they was trying
Her
to
and
hand out
Rolly
to
was
y'all.
my favorite for them auditions. You and Rolly. You already, because you the homie. So
Rolly a
once I
West Side
see
baby
you
out of
come on,
Vegas. I know her whole neighborhood over
I
there.
knew
in
for
the
sure you
coast.
was going on the show. I think I already knew before, but I knew for sure when you hit the audition, I'm like, she for sure gonna get on the show. It ain't no way
God.
that they finna turn down this. And because I mean, y'all all bought it up. Like that season was really pushed to the world, to me. Y'all first like cast, because didn't Rock come on with y'all too? Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was like,
It seemed like you and her actually throughout the show, y'all was cool. Like y'all had a mutual respect for one another.
Yeah, she was the most respectful. Like, it started off
That's
at the
because she
photo
could
shoot.
feel where your ass was from, nigga. She
Yeah.
could hear it in your lingo.
Yeah.
Like, hold up, nigga.
She had already told me, like, when I had met her, like, her dude already said, like, for her, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she was respectful she was, like, the most coolest. Like, she wasn't giving off, like, oh, I'm Mrs. Butch in this motherfucker. and she and she was just cool. Like,
but usually the ones who got it, they don't really pop it. They be waiting, like, nigga, wait till you pop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I already know what I'm gonna do to you. So that's what I get from y'all two on there. Like, all right, go ahead.
I was just pretty confused with the rest of the bitches because, like, when I met the other cast, they was like, oh my God, I love your music, rapping my songs to me. And then it's like, I fight one bitch and then everybody's just
want your spot.
Shift just changed. But it's like, if y'all was really some gangster bitches and y'all was real bitches, y'all would have minded y'all business, first off. Two, y'all would have respected the situation because the last time I seen these hoes, they was trying to jump me and team tag me, you feel me, from the auditions. Bitch, what you mean? This the first time I'm seeing this bitch. Of course, which I'm not finna sit here do no photo shoot. Like, as soon as I see her.
It was crazy because, you know, it seemed like in the show, they separated you, put you in the room by yourself. They were all standing across the threshold. And once, like, I guess the girl Tommy walked back in, all hell broke loose where they tried to pretty much jump you. Because you was down to catch one-on-one fades with them if they really had a problem with you.
For sure. It was the fight you're talking about happened in the living room. That was the next day.
Yeah.
But the day at the photo shoot was the first time I'm learning that this bitch is here and all that. So it wasn't even a planned thing. They just said the bitch is here, and I'm like, oh, I got to get you because, bitch, you know what you did on my list. So it was never a time I walked past this hoe. It was never a time me and her seen, like, that was the first time I seen her, and they try to keep us separate. So I really planned it out. Like, I'm finna just wait back here until I hear them call their names, and I'm finna come out because they was trying to keep us separate and do weird shit. So the next day when I come, I was just with these bitches all in the lobby, you feel me? So I ain't thinking bitches feel some type of way, but when you watch the playbacks, they rolling their eyes at me when me and her getting broken up. Yeah. You know, they doing all this, and I really felt like it was more of a, some of them felt like I was taking a spotlight, and the other half was just dick rider lap dogs and was like, she got more followers. This is who I'm going to attach myself to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me coming in as the wild card was like, her, like,
and they can't do nothing with you, too. So it's like, damn, like, nigga, we gotta, like, put some respect on it and stand down. So all they can do is give you them facial emotions and all that shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit is like everybody competing. I don't know. For me, it's like half of them is competing to be Natalie's best friend. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But then Natalie will be with y'all, but y'all get into it with people. I mean, she's like the moderator, mediator type person on the show, but it's like motherfuckers to do anything to get their points up with that.
What was your
instead of coming on being themselves?
What was your expectations going on to Baddies when you did? You know what I'm saying, you went to even go and do the audition. What were you expecting to get? Like, what did you think it was all about?
Honestly, going on there, I thought it was going to be more about, like, our talents.
Yeah. That's what
not so much of, like, fighting and stuff, you know? So I thought it was going to be, but I definitely was wrong, but I thought it was going to be like.
I mean, but you got both off. You and Rock are the only two out of that got both off. Like, we're listening to Stunna Girl. We're listening to Vibe and, you know what I mean?
But, you know, my music been that, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. But y'all still, you know, some people get on
TV.
Some people get on TV. No, and it negates from their music career. You kept both strong going into reality shows.
It's hard to do.
Because, you know, I just never let nobody play with my business. I ain't been letting motherfuckers. Why would I get on TV and start letting motherfuckers play?
Yeah.
So,
because they say that's for washed up rappers. You know what I mean? They be like, at first, it was supposed to be like when the rapper's career's over, he goes on Love and Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. But Cardi B changed the narrative. Right. And now it stars like pop, and you like kept that. You kind of like bigger now with the music also. Like people,
I just feel like with that, I made Day Network pop in for real. Me going on there, now everybody want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Me, it was just like a hobby. I'm finna come on TV. Like I said, I want to get in this TV lane. So me coming on there, it brought a whole different type of crowd. I brought the unisex crowd. Niggas wasn't watching that show. We got people calling my husband from the prison yard. Oh, I love her. Tell sis on my mama they put a real hood bitch on her. You doing it for the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I see more dudes talking about baddies and shit. Niggas wasn't really watching that shit for real like that.
No, I watched it. I'm going to be honest with you. I watched it because I knew Rock was on there, and then when I saw you, I said, oh,
it's finna be crazy.
I ought to watch all this. And then that's when we were supposed to get the interview, and I went back and I watched it all again so I could really, like, pinpoint what you was on. So to hear like your story now, why you did what you did, I hope like the viewer can understand who you are. You know what I'm saying? And why certain things may have transpired when you was there.
Right.
So when y'all was going on the road, shit like that, who do you feel like they were when y'all would get on stage? Remember y'all would all do like a song a piece, pretty much. Do you feel like the crowd was more engaged with you than all the other chicks that were up there doing music? Besides Rock she's her own entity, you know what I'm saying? But just for you and what you were there for, do you feel like the crowd was more receptive to your music? Because I feel like they were.
I performed different songs like everywhere. Some bitches only perform one song the whole time. So when I would come in the building, this is my area. This is the West Coast. Bitches is already hyped that I'm even here. So they was already just waiting. They knew the lyrics to my music. So it wasn't like I was getting up there performing a foreign song. Yeah. Bitches knew. They telling me what the fuck to perform. Perform this.
We want to hear this. Yeah. That's real fans.
Oh God. So I feel like when the season played out and we've been knowing this bitch, so it just made it go even crazier because they like, bro, we been knew this bitch and she been standing on business. Now y'all, the TV world gets to see that.
The world love to hate on the West Coast.
They do.
They love to hate on us.
They sure do.
I mean,
all the time.
No, for sure.
I don't know why. I don't know what we did. I do know what we did.
I'm going to tell you what I know what we did. Yeah. No, I'll be honest. It's because our game is fast. That we fast people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everything we doing, the plays happen quick. Every other place, I'm not trying to take nothing from nobody, but it's slower in other areas. Yeah. So when they run across somebody, man, who got game and is, you know what I'm saying, living life in the fast lane, it seems to come off as, you know what I'm saying, it's intimidating.
City.
It's very intimidating. You know what I'm saying? When you're one person acting like they don't even know how to take that. A lot of people ain't never even seen that. You go to a lot of smaller cities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't even know how to take you in. Even from just the sight, like, oh shit, she got tattoos, or oh shit, she's talking this way. They don't know that shit other places.
They don't.
That shit different.
The game started in California. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go, that's why I was saying I felt like I was just above people. Like, not above them in a sense, but like mentally above them. Like, they still talking about this. We ain't already up here. We on 100.
Do you feel like that stems from experience, or do you feel like that's just because you feel like you know everything?
No, it's just from childhood and being in it.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about the game and like our culture, the West Coast culture. Our culture is totally different. Like, for instance, the shootout happened. We already know what to do. Shootout happened, but shootouts ain't happening where bitches is from. They crying, they having asthma attacks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to it. We expecting gunshots after a fight. Like, when a fight break out, we already know. Like, 2 seconds later.
It's bullshit for that.
Yeah, like, everywhere is not like that, or even our game, like how we get money. Yeah. How we do certain things, like in other cultures, like, I can't even explain it, but
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? They not getting money how we getting money, how we was raised to and shit.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like in the men's standpoint, like, they got the trap culture. They're fast with the trapping transaction because it's a whole lot of that going on in the South. They don't like it from the men's, like, just us traveling. They don't like that we come from the West Coast. We got everything. They got to come fuck with us. Then we already got our chin up, chest out. Cock sideways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got that whole aura, and it's just that we taught to poke the bear out here. Like, nigga, let me see what you about, nigga. On the day, you acting tough. What you
It'll
say?
make it,
That is so true.
You know what I mean? Me and my boy, where we met at, nigga. Come on, man. Standing on business.
Jungle, though.
Yeah.
Facts.
So for you, why didn't, because obviously you were a popular person. The fans, they loved you on Baddies. Why ain't you gone back? Why ain't you went and did nothing with them? I think they would have upped the bag for you by now and just said, come on, bring her back, because she gonna get it spicy.
Exactly. Because I already know, just me leaving, like, all the fans is like, oh my God, we need Stunna Girl back, because there ain't no bitch that's coming like me. I'm standing on business regardless, whatever situation. But I really left because I was having, like, disagreements with the actual network and the CEOs, and they just don't have their program tight, I didn't like how they was programming over there, for real. it might be a situation like, hey, y'all tell me, Stunna Girl, we're shooting these scenes today, and one bitch do something and you following after what this bitch say, so now we not starting till 11 o'clock at night. And I'm gonna disagree with that, because I've been up getting my makeup done. This shit costs money.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? It's just everywhere. I just feel like it's just a lot of tender shit going on over there.
Yeah. So really, in all, yeah.
A lot of tender shit.
So in all, you say
Money.
you really didn't want to go back, especially the bag wasn't right.
And the money too, yeah. Because they agreed to pay me this lump sum. And yeah, it's a big lump sum, and I probably did get paid the most. I'm not saying I didn't. But because y'all so unorganized, y'all tell me we shooting Baddies this month. I've been asking y'all for weeks, when month are we shooting it so I don't book any shows? I'm not finna be sitting on standstill, you know, not getting my bag because y'all don't come up with a date. Yeah. So say I didn't book the whole damn August up with shows, you know, I'm getting a lot of money for my shows. Yeah. 30,000s, 35s, 25s. So imagine having that whole calendar booked up and you tell them like, yeah, that's good and all, we gonna start shooting, but I'm gonna have to pay these shows back if, you know, I'm not present. These motherfuckers done sent me deposits, they done sent me the whole damn back end. Exactly. So my lump sum of money, basically, I was gonna be having to use that to pay back every show I missed. And you already agreed to give me back the money for the shows. Then when the season start, you're like, oh, I didn't say this. I'm like, bitch, what? Bye.
See, that's why. Hey, see, that's why as us as black folks, we gotta be better on our paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Because thinking that like you can handshake an agreement, it don't work like that in business. You gotta make sure, man, like that you can trust them people and know, like that ain't nothing against like Zeus or nothing what they doing, but just overall for the people that are going into business. Like always, man, make sure some shit like that's in writing because that's a lot of money to be playing with.
They just so scandalous with paperwork too. So on my contract, you know, no, I'm just saying how they don't be wanting to word certain shit how it's supposed to be worded.
That's why you get the lawyer that can read can read that language.
I do got a lawyer. I'm talking about them.
They don't be wanting to get it together.
They don't be wanting to put it on paper what they're giving somebody, basically. So they might say, hey, Stunna Girl, I'm giving you $150,000 for the season, and then on the side, I'm going to give you $150 for 2 music videos. But we have to put that on the paperwork and say 2 music videos because I can't put on the paperwork, I'm giving you $300,000.
Understandable, but you already knew on the other side of that for the videos, that was already a gamble. You gambled for that one. Like for the extra $150 for the 2 videos. No, it's not gambling. I'm telling you, this is how people do, like this higher corporations, for instance, right? They might have higher uppers that be like, on paperwork, you can't give this person this amount of lump sum. So we have to word it like this. Because they look crazy for giving me all this money. You feel what I'm saying? But then again, it's still like, we do business like that. I done got 50s and 100s that ain't been on paperwork. So it's normal to me. I'm not really... Understandable, but at that point, like you have to know you was still gambling on that side because it's not on paperwork. They can either give it or they don't, and the relationship can get fucked up. Who would even care in the mix? But to want to guarantee that to you and know that you really got that coming, that shit got to be on that paper.
I figured it was something because we went down there with our camera. We just left from Las Vegas, and they haven't turned the AC on, church. Yeah, we just left from Las Vegas, and they having like the Baddies versus Wild series, right? And one of the top baddies wasn't there. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, where's Sis at? You know, I'm already poking around looking for my boy. You already know, you not there. I figured there was something going on, so I mean. Are they taking it personal, or is it like you ain't fucking with it? I'm not fucking with them, and then it just got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Like when I left, that was a big thing. They wanted me to keep it a secrecy. Don't go on there and say anything. Don't do this and that. So basically, when I posted, "Hey y'all, I won't be returning to Baddies," that just like made everything go to the left. So, it's like. The CEO, he's like very childish, so he'll go on there troll me on the internet. You know, I'm a female. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. I see you trolling me, going on there, f***ing with me. I'm finna f*** with you back. I get paid to do that anyway, so go ahead, start it up if you want to. So me announcing that I left, basically, they got super mad about that. But then at the same time, behind scenes, they're all like, "Come on, what do we gotta do? What do we gotta do?" But it's like now this done been said, now that done been said, and you know what I'm saying? Now shit's getting out of control. Now it's like, I'm standing on my word. I can't come back now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still cool with Natalie. She still calls me till this day. Hey, sis, what can we do to move forward? But it's like,
I don't even know if that's you. I feel like that's them sending you because that's how they be, that's how they be playing. I didn't work with y'all before. They send you to do everything. So it's like, I know you ain't coming at me asking me that. That's the people above you telling you to come at me. But it's still like, nah, too much shit didn't already been spilled. And
So you would never, think you'd return?
nah, then it's like,
That
too.
the paper was right.
They are very chimmy people. And it's like, I don't really even like to speak bad on people. But, the situation's already big. So I got to say what I got to say. And went up in interviews like they made me or something. Motherfucker ain't make me. You feel me? So they just chimmy people. They don't be wanting to pay they cast members like what they worth. I feel like we, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
they not here to watch y'all.
That's everybody.
Like,
I mean, that's everybody in business. They feel like they're bringing you to their network and they pay you this. No matter what you bring to the network, they're gonna act like it's not happening, and the only reason it's happening is because of this good marketing strategy that they've came up with for their project. All the money that they put in the promotion and all that. That's what got us here, not the talent. Once it comes to trying to pay the talent, when the talent gets to asking for more money, that's how they play it.
Yeah, but then it's like too, like when people say one thing to your face and then be another. Cause I used to be a thought. You used to see, you was with me. I controlled the whole scene. Like that was my first time, my first season, and I was already up in the ranks. So they'd be in my face like, yes, thank you, Stunna Girl. You brought so much to the network. Like shit wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Giving me my props, this and that, and then it just will.
So you saying that this goes back to like you saying like, pay you what they got to pay you on paper, but then promise you something on the back end. You saying that they've done that with you before and you had no problems with it,
no
like,
problems.
with that.
Yep. But now it's a new season, and it's like, when I figured out like that show is just based off fighting, you really got to run me my bag. Like, I'm not coming nowhere just to be fighting for free. And then I'm the type of person, like, they know me. Like, I'm not finna be doing dialogue, apologizing. So whatever beef I got, it's finna be the beef till the fucking end. So with that, I'm like, you gonna have to pay me the funk. You gonna have to pay me the beef. Like, you lying, y'all lying and making it seem like this show is about music and all this other shit. But when you come, it's not that.
Speaking of beef, there was a time where I want to say, like, I think you were in the backyard with the girl Biggie. Y'all was back there. She was a big girl. Like, you was smaller on her, but you still kind of stood your ground. Like, why did y'all even get into it? What was the problem? And why y'all even had to meet in the backyard to rendezvous?
That's so funny.
That shit was crazy.
She's just a lap dog and a follower, and we gonna leave it at that. Like, that's just what that is. Yeah.
And she thought, and y'all went in the backyard. You feel like she's trying to bully you, trying to like play, because you was trying to be nice with her and even explain the situation at hand to her of what was going on, and it just seemed.
I just feel like with lap dogs and followers, bitch, if I ain't your master, you ain't finna go when I tell you to. So your master tell you 666, and bitch down the target. You gonna do what you gonna do, like.
Yeah. Are you open to doing any more type of, reality television like that in the future?
I'm actually starting my own network, so.
Network.
Yeah, and it's really a big investment, and I really am doing it because my fans are like adamant on they want to see me on TV or some type of something. So instead of like. I do vlogs and stuff too, but instead of that, I'm going to just do my own TV show about myself and bring on other franchises that are already trying to come with me anyways. So it's like, that's what it's going to be. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your latest single, Courtesy of a Rich Nigga.
So, Courtesy of a Rich Nigga, I dropped that like a month ago. And my Instagram had got deleted the day I dropped it. So I felt like all the promotions had got messed up on my song, but my song dropped a month ago, and the song pretty much is just about my husband and me. And like, in the song, I'm basically saying like, if you got a nigga that spends money on you, matches your hustle, but then at the same time, you a rich bitch too, and you could buy yourself something and your nigga something, and feel me, that song is for you. So the song is just really popping fly shit for real. And then, like, in the second verse, I'm just gassing bitches like, bitch, you in the old-ass Benz. Bitch, you showing your stylist pictures of me, telling them copy, going viral for your sloppy-ass surgery. So it's just, talking shit and fly shit.
Yeah.
All in one song.
No, that's dope.
You was just talking to oppie bitches, or who you was pointing at?
I was just talking in general.
Yeah, the oppies.
Any, situations.
The Rollies.
Situations.
Yeah.
What was up with your song? You had a song called Like That?
Yeah, Like
And
That.
you did a remix with JT?
Like That was a super big record for me. And that song was a freestyle that I had did in our studio in our house.
Yeah.
And that shit really was just about the get back, like getting back on your money and grind, and you know what I'm saying? And I was popping fly shit in there. That song is a lot. It's a lot of touches a lot of subjects.
What subjects did you feel like you wanted to touch on the most in that song?
Basically let motherfuckers know, like, I ain't new to this shit. I'm true to this shit. Like, everything y'all motherfuckers been doing that. I was speaking about the game itself and everything in that aspect. Like I said, I ain't new to this.
Yeah.
So.
You did a remix with JT?
Yeah. JT, how I did the song with her, she was like playing my music on her live, and then everybody was sending me it, and then that's how me and her like start talking, and then we agreed to do a record. And then originally I was gonna put her on a different song, and then when I sent her that one, she was like, no, I'll kill this. So she was good though. She sent me back, like, she's a perfectionist, so she made like 3 different versions of her verse. You feel me? Then she picked the best one she wanted, and then she came out here and shot the video with me.
Speaking of collabs, is there any other collabs coming up in the future we can look forward to?
I have this song dropping with YG called Stand Up.
Okay.
I got this song with Rich the Kid and my husband. And I also have a song dropping with Lakia. Yeah. So that's like 3 different collabs right there.
You got any upcoming solo music, anything that you've been working on, any projects you've been working on just for yourself?
Yeah, actually I do. I got an album. I haven't decided on the name, but I've been sitting on these 2 tapes for a minute. So I'm going to just combine them and make it into one album and then drop that after these singles.
So, making music with your husband, is that like a hobby that you guys, like, is that how y'all, like, kick it and rendezvous? Because, like, my don't like going outside and shit, so it's like a studio session with the food of your choice and all that. Is that, like, considered a date?
Really, we do that shit a lot. It is.
Yeah, Church.
It's kind of like a date. It is a date, but I feel like we like to challenge each other's brain.
Yeah.
You feel me? She's a competitive type of person, and me too.
Yeah.
But wifey in the music, like, she got that shit hands down. She inspires me really when we rapping and like really want to take it more serious, and you feel me, lock in and really get focused up when I'm writing and take every note and every bar, like, nigga, serious, you feel me? So I give all the props with that shit really go to her for real. For sure it is. It's a good hobby and day for us, for sure.
Since you left Baddies, everything's been great since then?
Yeah. Back to normal programming, and everything's been super good actually. Like doing that show, I got some TV fans and like people, cuz I feel like with music it's always gonna be like a dilemma, like especially if you rapping about the type of shit I'm rapping about, people are gonna be like, oh, I like her music, but is she really like that? And that's gonna make some people be like, am I a supporter, am I not? So me going on there to people that was listening to my music, they already like, yep, I like her now because I know she about what she rapping about. It took some bullshit ass, situations.
Is there anything, before we get out of here, is there anything that you want to let your fans know? Is there any message you want to put out there?
To my fans, honestly, I would say, like, anybody that's looking up to me, I just want them to basically believe in themselves, because it really starts off with you believing in yourself. Like, don't wait for nobody to do something for you. Like, you got to get up and want it, and you got to really, really believe in yourself. Like, you can have $0 in your pocket, and if you feel like you a millionaire, feel like that. You feel me? Like, and what else would I say? I think I just went like.
No, I was just saying, is there any message that you want to, just leave them? Anything you want to say to your fans? Just anything right now you want to leave on record?
Yeah, chased it.
I don't know. I just hella went blank. I don't know, that great
but you
goose
was
kicked
telling
in or
them, you was telling,
something.
if you go
I just went-
speaking, you basically was telling them, don't let nothing stop you from chasing your dreams.
Basically, yeah. Don't let nothing stop you from chasing your goals, your dreams. If a bitch like me can make it out the trenches, you can too. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I be posting and shit, I be like, this shit for motivational purposes only. I ain't sitting here bragging, but a bitch came from a lot. So these is accomplishments to me. And I know it's a lot of young females and young dudes out there that's watching me like, she did it. I could for sure do my thing. You know?
like an example of God wouldn't put you to it if he would. I mean, put you through it if you couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Put you to it if you wouldn't put you through it.
One more for you. What mistakes would you tell them not to make? Just one key one that you really just gotta know not to do. That's a no-no.
I wouldn't say from my experience, but I would tell them just not to be a crash dummy. Like, don't just go for anything. And, you know, that's how your life will end quick if you don't got your own mind, for real. I always had my own mind, and I feel like that's why I made it far. Like, I didn't just come out and follow the trends and follow the wave or do this, do that. I wasn't like, you know, I just always was like headstrong and, yeah, for sure.
Well, we appreciate you for stopping by, and hopefully I can get you back here in the future, you know, and sit down with you on some of your new projects that you probably got going on there. Probably, hell, you done got your shit off the ground, got your own network off the ground. Would love to talk to you about that. You're a very interesting lady. We appreciate you coming down, bringing your husband with you, you know. It's nothing but love, baby, and we hope to see you again soon.
I appreciate y'all, too, for having me.
For sure, man.
Girlies.
You did the Sharp tank.
Hi.
No jumper.
You know what time it is.
Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world.
Don't be late.
Hey, Mikey, shoot us out the gym.